Hello everyone, I'm 2077 Saint and welcome back to my playthrough of SCUM. So, as far as I know, Tech One has dropped the full release of SCUM. So we're basically gonna have to start everything all over again. But that's fine because I was already able to regain most of my knowledge from, the previous episodes. So, I'm gonna say that we're just gonna go ahead and get this thing started, huh? Like, a lot has been changed. There's a lot of things that have been added as well. So yeah, like I said, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Even so, I never realized how full my heart was until they ripped it apart. They took everything from me. Now I'm on the island. Just like hundreds of poor fucks who share my fate. And just when I started thinking I can make it, Tech One is at my throat again and again. I swore to myself I would survive. I refused to be just a memory. A beautiful lie. Death was never an escape. This time, I'll decide how it ends.
Oh, here we are. That loading screen was pretty long. Oh! Here we are. Free falling again.
Secure communication established. Prisoner, you can call me Dina. This part of the protocol is kept short to increase the chances of you not becoming a human pancake. Use the following parachuting instructions, and I will make contact if you land safely. Secure channel closed.
Very stutter. Back in the game.
Secure communication established. Welcome to the SCUM Island. I am an AI created by Tech One Corporation. My full designation is Dual
Dina.
Energetic Entity Neural Appliance version 2.0. My intellect excels, but the creators think I am best used as a tutorial, protocol overseer, and body performance analyst. I will now provide basic movement instructions.
Oh. Alt C. Craft the last item. Last crafted item. But yeah, there's been a lot added. As you saw the cutscenes. I'm sorry about the last cutscene. It was a little bit choppy. Well, I do appreciate Dina. I don't think I have enough time to actually, you know, wait around because I saw that there were enemy NPCs that were brought into the game. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they would spawn. As far as I know, they're wandering around this place. And wait, actually, I gotta want to stick over there. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna craft a I'm gonna craft a bow, obviously. Craft a bow, some rope. I recall that I was supposed to get a starter kit. Uh, I didn't get the starter kit. I don't know if I was supposed to. Wait, not that one. This one. More damage. Requires more strength to pull, but I mean, it's fine. But I purchased the well, I didn't really actually purchase the what is it? The deluxe pack, like number 3. I didn't really purchase it because I'm guessing they like automatically add it once you, being that you were a supporter. So in the past I bought the support pack 1 and 2. So I don't know exactly how that's supposed to go. But it said I would spawn. Yeah, thanks. If I actually had extra clothes, I'm working on it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I can either create this courier bag or I could create a quiver. Because you have a, not too far from here, you have, sorry, that. So I'm gonna craft this gear and we're gonna head over there. One. Okay, so let's go ahead and, we're gonna go over there. I wanna create a quiver real quick. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that real quick. And, let's see where we go from there. There might be a backpack down there, maybe not. And I most definitely do not know if these NPCs are friendly, they're enemies, both. As far as I'm concerned, I did read that they just start shooting at you if they're enemies. So I need some form of retaliation. And if I can stay out of sight, that'd be good too. Oh, my knife's gone. Well, that blows. I'm gonna make another one. Craft this up real quick. I hear a lot of extra stuff going on in the background. Well, it looks like I'm going commando again. And there goes my bra. And there goes my socks. But I can make my quiver though. Look, they even have a number on the quiver. So you'll know if you have how many arrows you got in there. That's dope. Let's go ahead and craft these arrows here. I'm counting we'll probably get maybe 10. I lied. It's 7. And then I broke my knife again. One second. There we go. What I also remember is autocraft. Is the NPCs will not just shoot at me; they'll shoot at puppets too. So that's also good. So also, I have to take into consideration that there's times where they'll start shooting, and that doesn't always mean they're shooting at me. Let me just grab some more arrows just to be on the safe side. No, it's not. Did you hear that? With my gaming experiences, when NPCs are added to a game, like chances are they'll just lock right onto you and just start shooting, no matter where you are. If you're within that vicinity, or if you're like, if the NPC is right there, and you're like, say for instance, I'm right here, and the NPC is way over there, they'll still lock onto me and just start shooting at me. So I have to take a lot of things into consideration as we progress. Almost definitely. That's new. Whoa, everything's new. Sit your butt back down. So we are still going to make our way here. Where are we at right now? Oh, we're way the hell over here. But over here, this is our ground zero. This is our permanent base location. So anywhere on this thing will be a temporary location until we get there. Or at least until I get some wheels. Hopefully. This is going to be like basically starting all over from scratch. Like popping into houses, checking for gear, looting. If I'm not mistaken, I think this place has a police station. If I remember correctly. They added some new bunkers. What is that? Looks like a loot box, but of course there's no guarantee. It could just be a transformer. Yeah, it's just a transformer. I'm slow. But that doesn't mean there's nothing nearby it. Still search the area. Oh shit. Well, that was fast. Ooh, that sounded punchier. Did you hear that? Looking around like a meerkat. And then we get to searching. Hey, get back here. Hi. Hey. Sliding away from me. Alright, so we're gonna head inside this place and pray to God I don't die. And that's instant death right there. Not instant death, but permadeath zone. You die and you don't have enough money, your ass ain't responding for nothing. Alright, here we go. So I think the puppets can open doors, climb through windows, So you're just better off not pissing them off if you can help it. I know in my previous game they couldn't, but I think that's always been a thing. I don't know what happened with my game. Bail bonds, make yourself known. Thank goodness. Is that underwear? Oh, some socks. Some socks is better than no socks. Soap. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty wild. I know it's like dead silent right now. There's not much going around or going on. But like, hear me out. I'm gonna do some research, and I'm gonna see if I can increase the puppet spawn count. Like, yeah, this is the very beginning. Yeah, I know, and that's probably like a stupid idea. But I don't know what happened from my game and the update. Because as far as I'm concerned, my previous game, there were puppets everywhere. Especially if you sat in a spot for far too long. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Like, absolutely nothing in here. Alley-oop. Yeah, get me out of the prison scrubs, I guess. Should I wear these? Oh, it has underwear. It counts as underwear. I don't think it's comfortable underwear, though. Whoa. Never mind. I mean, I'll still do the research, though. Let's see if you can adjust the settings on the, within the server. Yeah, I know right here it has server settings, but I'm not gonna start tweaking stuff and then start breaking shit. Yes. Nom 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 nom. I'm eating all of these. You think I should do some of those objectives? Probably should, huh? Tab and then 5.
If you are unable to find a piece of information in the codex, it doesn't exist. When you are ready, proceed to the Tasks tab.
What are you, my parents? It'll disappear anyways. Who gives a damn? Patch hose cleaning up. So repair something long before it hits what, 50%? Anything below 50? Oh, 20%. Broken beyond repair. go into a deficit on your credit card balance. Be careful if you reach. Next time you die, your character will be permanently dead. And how about we just don't die at all? Unfortunately, at least 3 tires on the vehicle, a driver's seat, and of course some fuel in the tank. Lots of vehicles will spawn without an engine. In that case, the only way to get an engine into the vehicle is by getting the vehicle to the nearest mechanic trader. See? Boo! I mean, yeah, you don't want to make it too easy for somebody. Ooh, fame points.
Data suggests that regularly completing tasks enables secure communication established. On the right side of the interface is your items crafting panel. It has different kinds of recipes, but you currently lack the needed materials for most of them. Now click on the stone knife recipe and use the details button.
I got it. That's what I get for rushing the enemy.
Here you can see every component needed for crafting. The instructions were followed properly, so the needed stones were already gathered. Press the craft button.
Go beans.
Now drag the knife into the hands. Crafting a stone knife protocol is now completed. Your progress is admirable. You can leave the user interface or visit the manual tab to continue with the next protocol. Secure channel closed.
Let me go ahead and do that.
Secure communication established. There are many. You just acquired a long stick. To craft an improvised wooden spear, use the same process as in the previous task. Start by opening the crafting user interface.
Damn it.
Once again, to stay above the average, open the inventory tab and place the spear in one of the 2 holster positions. It can be done by dragging the spear from the... Good work, prisoner. Your spear won't do much against a rocket-propelling grenade type of weapon, but it is a step in the right direction.
Bullshit.
Continue your training as soon as possible. Secure channel closed.
It depends on who's firing the rocket. And at the same time, fire off that rocket.
Secure communication established.
Say I don't get you first.
Prisoner, remember the following rule. If you find anything useful, you must acquire it. Unfortunately, your inventory space is very limited. Change that by crafting an improvised courier backpack. Begin by entering the crafting user interface and crafting a branch rope. Remember, click on the Details button to see what components you need.
And see, I already knew I messed up because normally what I do is, like, as you saw, I took off my shirt and traded it out for the woodcutter shirt instead of chopping that thing up and making rags. Okay, that moved a lot faster than a puppet. Normally puppets are shambling. That ain't no damn puppet. there's your NPCs. So they spawn in houses just like puppets. Don't know whether or not they're good, bad, and I need to search that house. I need a backpack. So if this is the case, gotta be very damn careful about everything that I do. Wait, was I in here already? Did I already come in here? No? Okay. I'm gonna search the gear, search for gear. Ooh, military pants. Give me that, and then actually chop up the pants this time. Uh-oh. No. Yes. I don't give a shit. Alright, check that out. Absolutely perfect. So it'll probably have to happen. What has to happen is courier pack, courier pack, courier pack. Why did this highlight? What are we looking for here? The courier pack is not in here. That will most definitely be here. Right there. You're steering me wrong. You trying to get me killed? That's fair. Okay, we searched everything. Nope. Now, how often do they spawn? That is my question. They spawn just like regular puppets? Because I'm tracking like 3 in that one house. Bell bonds! And goop. Ooh. And 2 spawns. Yeah, I don't need your bone garbage anymore. Stone knife. Get rid of it. Bye-bye. I have a Bushman now, and I'm going to put that in my pants. But I am most definitely a bit nervous because I don't know the changes. I don't know too much about it. I tend to go in things blind. I could chop that up. Got any food? Yeah, I thought that would have done something about the refrigerators. Wait. It looked weird. Let's see if we can make this courier pack. I mean, I'm better off with the, little fanny pack that I have. But even then, I don't think that's enough. I would prefer to just do it like this. I mean, clicking on the tabs, yeah, cool, that makes it easier. But after doing things for a certain period of time, it just makes it harder. I hear a goat.
If you take a look at the components needed for the improvised courier backpack, you will see a component called rags. It is acquired by performing the cut into rags action on any piece of clothing. First, navigate to your inventory. Right-clicking on your undershirt and using the cut interaction.
Don't you enjoy how you do a majority of everything before? I probably shouldn't have done these. She just went with it. I'll just go find a piece of clothing and just tear up. Bail bonds. Okay, so we're gonna have to hunt that deer. Not deer, that goat. Sounds like it's coming from over there. Hunt the goat. Grab the goat's meat. Cook it. Home free. We've got to actually get the goat first. Also, while maintaining situational awareness, because not only do we have puppets, not only do we have sentries, but we also have NPCs. And those NPCs, unlike puppets, can carry guns. Those of which I do not have. Now, my major question is, if a NPC is utilizing a gun, would I be able to get said gun from him if I killed him? There's no guarantees. There's another rag in here. I'm going after that. I'm going after the goat. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you my character's stuff. So, like, it's basically like the last time, except you're just starting everything all over again. So, of course, this is gonna go down dramatically, but this is gonna also go up. Her dexterity, her driving, her stealth. You get camouflaged by moving around inside bushes, I think. Yeah, hiding in foliage. That's what I'm doing right now. Nope, I'm not all the way in. You just move around in here. Or do I just sit here? No, better yet. I think you have to go all the way down. You just hide. Yep. See, it's going up. So I just sit here. And it just goes up. Our medicals are up. And most definitely, I wanted to make that like the max, not max, but medium. But I didn't have enough. Running, endurance, they're both leveled out. Archery, rifles, handguns. She's been alive for 2 hours. She's 20 years old. She's been sent to jail for loitering. That's how she got put on Scum Island. Alright, so yeah, let's keep going. Let's... these are nicer. Oh, we might find some... Whoa! You bitch. Motherfucker. Get stabbed. Get stabbed. Get stabbed in you. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get some. Get you some. Give me some. Okay, I don't like the spear. If I'm getting up close and personal with him... Oh man, I just got these pants too, dickhead. Fuck your damn spear. Get this shit out of here. Well, no, let's keep it. You wanna know why? If we're posted up at a window, To easily make use of that. I'm gonna go ahead and put that right there. Bail bonds! No, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm bleeding pretty bad. C2 the person with maximum stamina with eating food, smoking, and sleeping. Huh, you can actually sleep now? I don't think it's logical to sleep though. You can just sleep. But she doesn't actually sleep. I know it helps the healing process too, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just get. I just got these damn pants. No, get up. You know what? I'm gonna use his bones for needles. Create me a sewing kit. We it. There's another one over there. What he didn't know was I was trained in kick-assatry. And your death is benign. Give me this. Pass it up, nice and smooth, buddy boy. You sneaky bald fucker. The hell? Yeah, give me some of them rags. Rags. How do you craft the sewing kit again?
You are now one rag component short. Cut your underpants
No,
or
I'm
boxer
not.
briefs. It is for the greater good.
Yeah, going commando. That's what it's all about.
Finish the process by crafting the improvised courier backpack.
Should I just drop it on the ground? I crafted it. Since when were you there? Don't worry, I got trained in melee weapons too, bitch. Yes, and skeedily deed. I'll be taking that. You never know when you have to lockpick something. Okay, so we need a sewing kit. Yeah, we don't have that. I'll be using his bones, not yours. You got lucky today. Man, this is gonna get scary. Okay, so I need to craft that. It was guiding me to the rope. It was guiding me to the rope. And I did not think about it. I sincerely apologize for my outbursts. Pick that up. Carry it on over here. And then you go to explosives. And then clothing. I want gloves. There's plenty here. Let me go ahead and make these gloves. Damn, that looks like ass. Well, that's better than nothing. And then I'll also go ahead and create this. It's not going to look good, I'm going to tell you that right now. But, at least I'm completing the quest. Or objective. Whoa.
To equip a piece of equipment and expand your inventory, double-click the item in the vicinity or right-click it and use the equipped interaction.
I did it. Now what?
Congratulations, you are now qualified to run around and pretend you are a mule. That was my joking algorithm. It is still in early access. I will now unlock the next tutorial protocol. Secure channel closed.
Now you're gonna teach me how to make a bow? Eh. Something that I,
Secure communication established. By doing an involuntary full body scan of each prisoner, I deducted that not everyone is suited for hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, that's me.
That is why you will now craft wooden arrows and an improvised bow. My evaluation is that you are now capable of solving this task with minimal problems, and my evaluation has a 0.2% margin for error. Start by crafting wooden arrows. If you have your cutting tool and the required wooden sticks, you can try out the AutoCraft feature. The button is located between the detail. 2 variations of bows are available, the 20 and 35. Heavier poundage means more strength is needed to pull the bow, and the shots are more powerful.
I knew it.
For the sake of this protocol, you can now craft any of the 2 variations.
Let me go ahead and craft it then. This is so awesome. I'm loving this. And I'm hungry. Shit. Hold on, give me a second. Let me cut this into smaller sticks. Make another improvised rope. I gotta learn how to do this. Not learn how to do it, but actually use it, because it makes crafting faster. Other than that, is just search the item up here utilizing this. There we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and go to ranged weapons, and we are gonna create the 35. Why? Because more damage. I mentioned that earlier, didn't I? Ha 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 ha! Shaboom!
There is still 1 holster spot available next to your spear. Place the bow there. Chances of your survival are increasing at a great pace. Keep following my instructions, and you may have a chance on the island. Secure channel closed.
So my question is, can I craft a silencer for this thing? Because obviously... Hey, you hit me!
Secure communication established. On the top left part of your interface, you can check the details of any skill to see exactly the health user interface is right next to the metabolism one. It is notifying you on the right side of the health user interface. You can see your body status. All conditions have a severity that increases over time if you leave the injury untreated. Your injury has a C2 severity. If you possess the ability to read, you must have noticed that you need rags to treat it. Find some rags or cut some of your equipment to acquire them.
Okay, so I better not be dying. I'm not dying, right? Alright, cool. Well, I am dying because I don't have any food. Alright, so we might go up against those NPCs. Hands down. I don't think their gear is similar to puppets, so if you kill them, their clothes should be a bit more intact, less damaged. And would you look at this? How much is it? It's only 2. Don't worry, dog, we'll get you some food. We will get you some food. You sitting here busting your ass trying to survive. We gonna find some food, alright. Like, yeah, hunt the goat. We don't hunt that goat. Saw another search in here. Bolts. So what I'm going to end up doing is, eventually I'll get around to creating another improvised rifle. Because those assholes are going to have guns. And I get caught with my pants down, I'll be in that 2500 deficiency because I'll end up dead. Yeah, we don't have time for that. Ooh, I need that. Thanks. Yeah, thank you. Come back anytime. Merchant! I need you, man. I need you. I give him an improvised rifle. Oh, I'll buy it at a high price. Stranger! Stranger! Now that's a weapon. Ain't it though? No, you don't have any pork chops in here, some bacon, maybe a apple. What is that? That's at 54. She should still be able to eat it because it's like right above 5. She might not like it, but eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it. It's fine. I don't really have much to go off of. And you are not dying. Due to my own negligence. Money? Nope. Okay, so I know. Oh, there it is. So we need thread. Rags. It just looks like a bunch of mush. Alright, is there any stairs anywhere? I know you got a can of something in here. Canned fruit. Nothing? Damn you. Looks like our diet is going back to olives. Like I actually managed to find some. While I would be running around like an idiot, now that you have NPCs, and I do not know what they are capable of. One. Haha! Yes, indeed. Give me. One swift shot to the head, and it's over for me. It's over there. Let me eat these real quick. The task completed itself.
Secure communication established. My instructions have now prepared you for the inevitable dangers throughout the whole island. Since survival is your main goal, it is time to start exploring and searching for sustenance. Search a few world containers. My algorithm shows that this is a highly repeatable process without which you will fail at staying alive.
I find that hard to believe.
World containers include tree trunks, kitchen counters, drawers, and anything that can hold items. Go and make an effort.
Does that include the refrigerators? Because those most definitely don't have anything in them. You got any eggs in there? What's that, beer? Give me that. Well, you wouldn't consider that to be food.
Now that you have experienced...
Give me that shit.
Good. To consume this product, open your inventory user interface. Right-click to track what is happening when you consume such a product. On the right side of the metabolism panel, you can track everything nutrition needs to know about your health and well-being with multiple tools, including a diagnostic screener tool that predicts recommended foods up to the hour of the person's last meal. Active algorithms suggest that recently consuming an item had a great effect on your body. Be careful. Consuming foods and drinks will eventually lead to urinating and emptying your bowels. Secure channel closed.
Yeah, what if I don't go? Yeah, I'm not gonna go? You're not gonna let me go? Okay. Well, I made mud. I'm drinking this.
Secure communication established. My human body analysis suggests that your body will need to get rid of all waste accumulated from consuming food and beverage products. As quality pants are hard to acquire, I suggest you learn how to take care of that before it's too late. To start, in the bottom right of the interface, food and beverage can be tracked as they find their way through one's body. It would be wise to track when colon or bladder will reach 50%. That is when your body will allow you to empty them. You can check the details by hovering over any one of them and checking its details.
So to go through here, and then it ends up over here.
The chances of destroying your pants are now reduced by 26.6%. Now you need to learn how to empty the before-mentioned body parts. First, close any opened user interface. Now access the circular user interface. You can explore all the options at a later date. For the available options are piss, poop, and vomit. I don't prefer repeating myself, but the connected body parts need to be at least 50% full before you can empty them. Since the human bodies are designed so poorly, I suggest you take care of these functions before engaging in combat situations. My algorithms show that everyone dislikes dying with brown pants. Secure channel closed.
Dying with a load in your shorts? Damn, that'd be sad. What else is in here? Dancing, like digital dances. Oh my god. What? I could have sworn I bought that.
Secure communication established. As human bodies are inadequately designed, they will freeze below. Until now, you have only been using a third of the crafting user interface, the Items tab. My system UI is impeccable, therefore the search options function just like they do on the Items tab. Find the improvised fireplace and open its details.
No, it ain't here. Fire. Paper.
Logic tells us that two things are required to build a simple fire. A combustible material like tinder, and, in this case, some sticks to fuel the fire.
Let's use tinder
First,
for
craft
this.
tinder. If you have followed my instructions so far, this should be easy for you.
I think using tinder to create improvised fireplace, I don't think that's a good idea, but I'm gonna do it anyways. If you get what I'm trying to say here, the Tinder app, Like, wouldn't you just allow me to hunt the deer, not deer, the goat?
Great
That's
work.
way over there.
Were you a carpenter before you became a prisoner? All you need now
Yes,
are some
she's
wooden
influenced
sticks.
in
Your
engineering.
survival skill impacts how many you will need, so let's be safe and gather a good amount.
Okay. Right. Ooh. Yep. I wish you could at least stack them. Because she's not gonna be able to. Then again, she might. Yeah, the last thing I want to do is die with a load in my shorts. That'd be horrible. Chop, 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 chop. Alright, so we have 5 now.
Good. Base building recipes work a bit differently than item recipes. First, you need to place a blueprint on the ground and then fill it to complete the craft. If you have followed my tutorial protocols up to now, I believe you already have all the requirements needed to fill this blueprint. Do so now. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of an improvised fireplace. Of course, the fire won't start itself. That is why you now require a fire drill. The recipe can be found under the Items tab, part of the Crafting User Interface.
Hold on, I'll find it. It's in Tools. There it is. I mean, if I looted around for a little bit, I would have eventually found some matches. There it is.
Everything is ready. Access the Improvised Fireplace's action menu.
I'm blind. I have fire!
The chances of freezing have been reduced, but they are still above 0. The flames you have just created won't last forever, so every now and then you will need to add more fuel. To do
Why
so,
wouldn't you just allow me
find
to
some more
use
sticks.
the wood logs? They work perfectly, rather than sticks. You dare set me up for failure by teaching me all the right things to do, and me being an ignoramus.
Now, just like before, this time choose the fuel with small wooden stick action. This concludes another one of my protocols. Many other items can help you with your pyromaniac urges. Next time, try making a bonfire using wooden logs. Who knows, in time you may even learn to use your cooking skill to make use of the fire and cook some
See, I don't
meat.
know about the cooking skill.
Secure channel closed.
To be completely honest with you, the cooking skill, I don't know if the cooking is still good. Because when I tried to cook one time, my food was bad. Even though it was at 100%, I cooked everything correctly. It didn't work.
Secure communication established.
Bill Bonds.
By completing my tutorial protocols, you are earning fame points. I'm hacking the system and assigning them. There are 3 numbers on the top right of your screen. Fame point. Now close the inventory interface and open. To spend your money or buy gold, visit one of the 4 trader outposts marked by a green zone. If you want to make an actual trade, you will need enough fame points. Otherwise, the traders won't be interested in dealing with you. Be sure to bring some items to sell. I allow you to wander around and loot before reaching your destination. The zone itself is safe, so once you arrive, you don't need to worry about being killed.
It says you. The moment I pull up, I get smoked. Hey everyone, how's it going? I will most definitely be taking that, thank you. Okay, I need food. Badly. I wouldn't recommend eating pasta all by itself. That's ketchup. So you combine that with the pasta and you might have something going for you. I mean, it's not the logical solution, but if you're starving, you got water, you got ketchup. There's your flavor. You got flavoring, you got the main goods, which happens to be, oh, well, I'm not taking that. The pasta, ketchup, water, combined. Now, it's not going to taste very good, but I mean, hey, it's something to eat. Chalk jacket. Ooh. The next thing you know, she starts getting hot. I'm way over here, so I mean... Maybe I should cut it into rags? Make a rag bundle? I'll actually wear it. And then if she starts to complain about heat, I'll just take it off. I can cut these up though. There you go. Chop, 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 chop. Alright, so now we have rags. Oh, we found some grubbing in here. I don't need those gloves. You know, I wish I could... Wait, I can actually use them to create better... These! Oops. Damn it. Rag strips. Boo. Wait. Could I still... Nope. Crafting. That's better. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, the next parts is basically me. Is gonna be me just trying to get up to the point where I was in the previous parts. At least I have a full understanding of what I need to do, so it shouldn't take as long. But searching around, looting for stuff, and trying to survive, well, that's gonna play a huge role in the time consumption. I appreciate all of the feedback. While it wasn't a lot, it was still... I very much appreciate all of it, and I very much appreciate you. Like, I'm positive there's a good select few. I say a lot, but I always overly exaggerate. I'm positive there's a good few amount of YouTubers that are currently playing this right now, getting this drop. Okay. So I very much appreciate you watching me. And I'll try to make this as interesting as possible. There's no guarantees of like how far I will be able to go. As far as, you know, doing things and then like setting up objectives throughout the entire thing. Like, okay, so my end game goal is still to raid the bunkers and see what's inside of them. But for right now, we need wheels, and on top of that, we need a base. So I may have to create a temporary base and then go off of that. Because, you know, dealing with the trader, trying to get money, but I may not get any money because I'm struggling to complete quests for traders. Okay, so I need glue. Where can I find glue? Can't find no glue. Okay, well, I'm gonna look around until I actually find some glue. These places are severely empty. Let's see if I can find some thread in this bitch. What's that? Ooh, boy. That is good, is it? Yeah, it's full. Okay. But yeah, I greatly appreciate the comments. Most definitely have those on. Very important. And they did agree with me. They did say it was going to take some time to do certain things. Don't rush the process, which I sometimes do. I do rush the process sometimes. I'm just going to drink this. She's going to get drunk, but I mean, that'll take care of her hunger for a little bit. Not as nutritious, but it'll do what it do. Syringe. And so I will be taking my time, doing everything right, and then as things arise, like actually getting shot at by the NPCs, avoiding gunfire. You get to see all of it because I'm going to record every last bit of it. Like if I'm crafting items and I'm just going to be sitting there crafting items for a little bit, I'll cut some of that out. But for the majority of everything, I'll keep it as raw and unfiltered as possible. There's the police station. I was wondering whether or not I should... Is this the quest board? Help needed. Workers needed. Yep, there it is. But I was thinking of like redoing the entire thing, and then I was like, yeah. Well, that's not. There's not much detail there. What was that saying? Yeah, I lost my train of thought again. I'll come back eventually. Looting a cathedral. Best believe. And everything will be raw and unfiltered. Because every single time, I got it back. Every time I stop the recording and I just do something a little off to the side, good things start happening. Like, I should have been recording this entire time. You see what I mean? There's a Blackhawk up here. Give me that shit. And then we fill this thing up with wooden bolts. But I mean, honestly, I wouldn't recommend that because, hold on. But we'll just use all categories button. Wooden bolt. Yep, that's what I thought. You still need feathers for that. And stone tip, metal tip. Can't use that. As much of a blessing that is, can't use it. I'll search down here. I went in there. There's gonna be a lot of repeated things. So if I just searched something, I'm gonna search it again. And I'm gonna drink all of this. She's about to get intoxicated, but I mean, I'm trying to keep her alive. Her dexterity is gonna go up like crazy though. Based on the fact that she's not eating. Doesn't really make any sense to me. Yeah, that still doesn't make any sense to me. You can still be nimble. And highly dexterous. Dexterous? Despite your weight. Water! Anyone remember where those NPCs were? I'm not seeing a lot of action. It's pretty good. And I'm not finding a lot of loot either. Daisy, welcome back. Man, and Daisy. Oh, starting to see the fumes. Ooh. Shit. gonna give me absolutely nothing. At least with DayZ, if you like laid on your stomach and looked under a bed, you'll see a can sitting right there. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Did I go upstairs already? Bail bonds! Make yourself known! But yeah, what I'll do is after this episode, I will go and look up how I can adjust the server. Maybe increase puppet count. How to increase the puppet count. How to better do the spawn stuff without breaking anything and without making it too easy on myself. I don't want it to be too easy, but this is pretty difficult. I never even gotten drunk. One bottle of beer? One bottle? I remember pounding a bottle of Corona. Okay, you know what? No. This is fair. This is very much fair because she has an empty stomach. You drink on an empty stomach? I'm stuttering over here. Drink on an empty stomach? You're toasted. You're gonna get toasted the moment you drink all of that. Because I just thought about what I had just said. I was like, yeah, I pounded an entire bottle of Corona. But you know what? I was actually hungry that day. And I most definitely started to feel the effects like a couple minutes later. And I was like 5, 10 minutes later, I started to feel a little bit tipsy. I was like, well, this is pretty funny. Should I cut those? I want to keep the skirt though. But yeah, this is gonna be a slow and steady process. Judging by the looks of it. Next part, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have my server like a bit more catered to single player mode. So the challenges will be a bit higher. You'll have puppets in the streets, etc., etc. NPCs, I don't know if we can adjust those. I don't know if we can adjust the puppet spawns, but if I can increase it just like a little bit, also while granting me the ability to at least find a little bit more stuff. Like try to balance it out. So if you're gonna increase enemy spawn, you might as well increase the probability of finding something rather than going into these places and finding nothing. Even the trash has nothing in it. As if a player has just recently been here. And I'm the only player on the island. Sort of. I mean, that could be, like, lore related? And I say lore because you now have NPCs in the game. So chances are you're not going to find much because it probably already got looted long before you arrive. And I hear me a chicken. Actually, I'm not going to cut the video. I'm going to cut the video when I get that chicken. Well, found the NPCs, and they're most definitely holed up in a police station. Yep. We will invade. Ow! What the hell was that? Ooh, shit. Well, that's what I was afraid of. That's exactly what I was afraid of. Like when an NPC is added into the game, and those NPCs are threats, high possible chance they'll hit you from somewhere you didn't even know existed. So I looked at those windows and there was nothing there. Like you saw it, there was nothing there. So maybe I should. Oh, there's a chicken. I'll pluck it from right here. I need food. And use his food. Alright, so I'm gonna play tickle ball with those NPCs over here. I meant what I said. I'm gonna tickle their balls with this damn arrow. Those batteries will be important too. She's gonna stay bleeding until. Oh, that's a C2 bleed. Okay. So yeah, this is gonna be a slow and steady process, strategically and mentally sound. Now, most definitely be crafting me a improvised rifle solely for assholes like that. Cut that into pieces, please. So why can't I just cut it right now? So it is better to approach certain things as if, you know, you will possibly die if you're not careful. So I'm wondering whether or not if there's NPCs in every police station. I should always take that into consideration, maybe. I have lockpicks already. Now you see what I mean? I don't think this is ready for early release just yet. Not early release, full release. It's just not ready for it. And then you implement a new thing. You gotta be very careful when you do that. Because next thing you know, you implement that and then you find you create a lot more bugs. Batteries. Nothing. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna cut it right here. Wait, hold on. Search this. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it right here. I thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, stick around because I'll be creating more of these. And if you like it even more, Drop me a like. Tell me how I'm doing. Like, it's not gonna be easy. I know for a fact, and I'm not expecting things to be handed to me freely. So yeah, as always, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.